Who's Scruffy-Looking?
Hello there, all you Anzellans and Mandalorians, and welcome to the Scruffy-Looking podcast, the show where we talk about all things related to that galaxy far, far away. My name's Dakota Hayden, and alongside with me is my co-host and dad, Mark Hayden Jr.
Hello.
Dad, we finally got it.
Yep.
I'm just going to jump right into it. We're talking about the Mandalorian and the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. We finally got that trailer that we weren't supposed to see all back when. Gosh, when did that?
It's been a while back.
When did
was
we
that,
not
was
see
that Celebration?
That was Celebration, yeah. We finally got a full release of the trailer.
Yeah.
So, now, we weren't supposed to have seen anything ahead of time. Not saying we did. I don't recall. There's some new stuff.
Yep.
And so that was good to see. Mm-hmm. What are your overall thoughts so far about seeing this new trailer? I had to rewatch it again today before we recorded just to get my feelings about what to expect when this movie comes out.
What's the words I want to use? To me, it seemed like a TV commercial.
Yeah.
For a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I'm not trying to be a downer or anything. I mean, it's Star Wars, so I was excited to see it. I saw the little Easter eggs, like hardcore, like a man coming out of the water, and the Mandalorian fighting the creature like is on the Falcons game board and stuff. But the more after I saw it the first time, I was like, huh. Mm-hmm. And I'm just Star Wars, I feel, needs a big boost in the arm right now, and I don't know if this is going to be it or not.
Yeah.
And it looked fun to me. When I was like, this looks fun.
Yeah.
It was neat seeing the AT-AT walkers and the AT-RT walker and stuff, but it just, for the first movie to be out since The Rise of Skywalker, to announce Star Wars is back and kind of appeal to the people that aren't diehard nerd fans and stuff.
Yeah.
I was trying to think from if I was just like a casual fan or, whatever, just somebody, there was nothing there that made me go, I gotta go see that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where and I was thinking of different things, and I was like, here's another instance where reuniting Grogu and the Mandalorian so fast was a mistake. Mm-hmm. Imagine if season 3 they were apart the whole season, and now you got this movie and you tease they're going to be back together.
That would have been.
Oh, how are they getting back together? Is Luke going to be in this? How they going? To me, there's nothing. The trailer didn't have anything in it that made me go, "Ooh, I wonder where this is going," or what's this? It's just. It seemed like a TV commercial for an episode of a TV show.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just. I've got. I think it's going to be fun. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna like it. But to try to revigorate Star Wars to the masses, I don't know.
For this to be the big ticket draw, it's not. Let's rewind time a bit. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, from what I've seen, should have been what Solo was when The Last Jedi came out, if The Last Jedi was good. You know what I mean? Because you had the main trilogy sequel movie that came out, and then Solo was kind of like the accent piece movie to that. The fun movie that wasn't like the big, bam, this is a main Star Wars film. But it seems like we're getting... I don't want to use the word a B-tier movie because it looks fun. It looks fun. I agree with you 100%.
But
it's
going to be fun.
For it to be the actual, a main hitter and a main draw for the Star Wars franchise, it doesn't really seem to be hitting that mark.
And the last time the general public has seen The Mandalorian and Grogu, it was, spring of 23 is when season 3 was?
So, I think.
So it's going to be out of the spotlight to the masses for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to care? I mean,
that's
and the baby Yoda fad is that past now? Is people? I mean, I felt like they featured him so much in it, trying to like, oh, here's Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
But do the
Has
general
it faded
populace?
now?
Do they
Yeah.
care anymore? That's the thing. And I think when the general public think of Star Wars, they think of spaceships and pew pew and lightsabers. And there was none of that in this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, there wasn't in Solo
No.
either, but you had the name Solo. I think
that
was a
yeah.
main character, legendary character
Yeah.
that people. Oh, I remember Han Solo. You know, let's
What's his backstory?
yeah, let's go check this out.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like the time for a Mandalorian movie probably would have been like around between season 2 and season 3 or something when it was really on fire. And then season 3 kind of, to me, not being on par with season. Not that I didn't like it, but it wasn't as good as 1 and 2. So you had a little bit of a drop off. The end of it, the final little thing they show with the nice shot, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
Misty and the girls like that. It was funny. Yeah. I felt like you needed to come back to that last shot and have it be something intriguing. Now, there's probably no Sith or anything like that in it, but you needed like a interesting villain or something to make you go, oh, what was that?
Yeah.
And
bring it
they went for the laugh.
Yeah.
And, okay, that's for the and I know, you know, at heart Star Wars is geared towards kids, and the kids probably really got a kick out of it. But I know that's just kind of a teaser trailer. To me, I hope they got an ace up their sleeve or something to when like a full trailer or something, or you know, stuff starts coming out. It's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't realize this was gonna be like,
just for the first trailer for Star Wars that's been out of the theaters for gonna be 7 years. That just to me was just very average.
Yeah, no, I agree fully with it, and that's concerning on what the ripple effect could have, because if it ends up being just kind of an average movie experience, are they just gonna withdraw from making movies from here on out and just stick to shows?
Yeah, I feel like they're leaning too much on the appeal of Grogu and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people see it and hey, there's that little guy. You know, let's go. And I'm sure there'll be some of that, but for a wide scale audiences, is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they going to be like, oh, that's so early 2020s, that little green guy? you know,
last year, couple years ago.
So I don't know. I mean, as a Star Wars nerd, I was like, look, the Walker's kind of got the McQuarrie concept heads on them, and the Man and you know, stuff like that. And of course, it's Star Wars. So that might have been something else. They might have. I know in the like TV shows and the standalone movies, they've stayed away from the main Star Wars theme. That's why I almost wonder if maybe they would have been better off doing another movie as the first movie back where you could use that theme. I just feel like that traditional Star Wars theme is a big draw to get, you know,
I agree.
The nostalgia of it and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm excited to go see it. I'm going to go see it opening night and all that. And I'm sure it's going to be a fun ride and stuff like that. But I don't know if it's going to have quite the oomph
I agree. I guess we'll just find out. Hopefully, we'll be happily surprised. I mean,
I hope so. But I've got concerns, I guess. You know, so and I want it to do really well, and I want it to be and I want them that way. They consider maybe doing some other. You know, they kind of stopped doing the standalones after Solo, which is a whole nother, you know,
that's a whole
another thing, which I feel that was a mistake on their part. I feel like they panicked and jumped the gun on that. But I hope this does really well, and they, you know, maybe some ideas they put on the back burner, maybe they'll, this did so. But I want it to be successful.
have some caution, about it coming in, which I think is perfectly healthy considering the stage of Star Wars at the moment. So in thinking about how the movie's going to do, let's break down the trailer because sure we're talking about probably, unless you're like a real nerdy Star Wars guy like we are, what it drew us, what's going to draw us in besides it just being Star Wars. You mentioned the Amanda Man coming out of the water. That'd be cool to see. And the thing that got me was, I think it was rumored a while back ago when they first announced the movie of a Rhoda the Hutt coming into play. Yeah, and we're to assume he's that gladiator-like Hutt at the end of it. So that's nuanced, nerdy, into the Star Wars genre kind of thing that we're picking apart and excited to see.
Yeah, like during the movie, unless I feel like for casual people, they got to mention, oh, this is Jabba the Hutt's son. Yeah. I have just some throwaway line. Yeah. Then people go, oh, okay, that's
just to make the connection.
Yeah. And, I think we've talked about him in the past. Whatever became of him, he just disappeared. So, And then, just kind of as a side there, that clip of him, did the special effect look, I just don't know if I like the way he looked. I mean, I understand he's a gladiator, so he's more buff, but did he just look a little off or something? No,
I agree. But I mean, like, for a Hutt to be like in a gladiatorial arena like that, you kind of like the normal, like if you threw Jabba in there, like I can't see Jabba moving that fast at all to be a fighter. So like, I guess you kind of have to take some liberties, but I'll be curious to see, like, to actually see him and like not just a back shot of him, just to see him all around and everything like that. But yeah, it was cool to see, like, hey, Rhoda's still around, by the way. He didn't get fed to a cold clawfish or something like that.
Yeah, and then the poster kind of gave away the Hutt twins from Book of Boba Fett are in it, so is that tied to him? And then, I'm just trying to figure out how he figures in the story, because does he have, did he send, a bounty hunter or something out after Princess Leia because she killed his dad? So was that part of the reason, maybe Mandalorian got hired to go after him? Maybe. Because he, hired an assassination attempt on Princess Leia? But that, to me, to do that, you kind of have to show Princess Leia. I don't know.
I would say.
I don't know how they.
Unless you do a hologram message.
Yeah, I don't know. Or just mention her name. Well, there's an assassination attempt on Senator Organa or something like that. But so I'm kind of curious to see what. I guess I'm just assuming, because at the end of season 3, when Mandalorian was talking to Carson Teva, he's taking jobs for the Republic, and so is that one of them? I'm going to guess it starts off with wherever they're at with the walkers and all that stuff. That's that's going to be it's going to start off with him on that mission, and then he comes back, and then that's where you see him talking to Sigourney Weaver's character, and she says that was sloppy. It was very sloppy, or excuse me. So I'm assuming it's going to start off with dealing with those Imperials, and then the thing with Rada is going to be the main thing, or whatever. So,
and wasn't there a rumor we were supposed to see Embo again?
Yeah.
So I'm curious how that's.
And maybe Rada hired him to go.
The assassin to go and get. Yeah. Okay. So. That'd be curious if that was the play. But that would that seems like a pretty valid setup, I would say. Yeah. Well, then I'm curious. Then where was Rada? Are they going to explain where he was when Jabba got killed on the sail barge, or do you think he was still too young at that point? I don't remember how Hutt's age.
Yeah, I don't know. Then or maybe it might be completely the opposite. Maybe Jabba's the one that sold him into slavery or something, and maybe he's not an enemy. Maybe he's like, huh? You got what he had coming.
That's true.
So it's hard to.
I'd say those Hutt twins probably own whatever gladiator arena, because that would be an easy way to tie in how they just accessibly had a rank order to give to Boba Fett in the book of Boba Fett. So I'd see that, because you got to imagine they have animal or creature arena fights and stuff like that.
Yeah, I could see a scene where Mandalorian's walking through the back of the gladiator arena, and there's like giant cage doors, and then behind them there's all these different
I hope so.
creatures
cool
from all over,
see.
and I can see him like scaring, Grogu or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd like to see like an Acklay or a Nexus or something.
It'd be a fun kind of like nod back to the prequels and stuff. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Or do you want to have one of those Felucian Rancors? Those ones that had the purple from the Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
Was that purple painted on them, or was that part of their? I don't remember.
I can't.
You remember how they have the purple splotches on them, kind of?
I remember there was that bull rancor with those huge.
Yeah, that'd be neat to see.
That'd be cool to see. I can't remember if that was paint or if that was part of their natural.
I can't remember either. It's been so long.
Natural skin. And who knows if that's even canon for that anyway? But
but it'd be neat to see some of the other creatures and stuff back.
No, absolutely. That'd be very cool to see, actually.
It'd be interesting, like if there's a Wampa or something.
Yeah, that'd
be
cool.
There.
That'd be really cool.
I can see that. I think there's gonna be a lot of neat Easter eggs in the movie. Long-term hardcore fans will think it'd be neat to see.
There's definitely plenty of opportunity for them to put that in there. So.
But then, so do we think this ties into anything else? Is this going to be the end? Like, are they going to have
the finale piece?
Yeah, is the end of it going to be the end of the Mandalorian story, or are they going to like connect it to if Filoni's movie starts happening? Is there going to be something at the end that ties into that? We're going to see Thrawn or somebody at the end of it.
I don't know. That'd be a big play if they did.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know.
I feel like there's got to be something in this movie that's like, wow, it's got to. Yeah. There's got to be a big moment or something in here, or it's going to fall flat.
Enough draw to like lead to other things. If it's going to be like the ignite to start off a bunch of like connected stuff to it, it needs to be something big. But I could see it being a finale too. That's the problem. Do you think that they potentially could have had this idea for a season 4 of The Mandalorian, but since season 3 didn't necessarily go as well as they wanted it to, or maybe it went as well as they expected it to, or they couldn't get the fun, whatever the behind the scenes like higher up putting things together, like, hey, scrap of season 4, let's make it a movie. Yeah, and now they're taking all the ideas from season 4 and cramming it together.
That's what I think happened. I think they're like, we got to get a movie back out here. It's been so many years. What do we do? Well, The Mandalorian was pretty popular. The little green dude's pretty popular. Make this into a movie. Is how I feel like.
Yeah, and that, I don't know, that doesn't really work for me. Like, if you have a story laid out that's meant to be divvied up as a season, like of a television show, cramming that all together into one full movie just doesn't work most of the time. I feel like. I don't know if that were to be the case for it.
Yeah, I like we said, we don't know for sure, but to me some things are pretty obvious, like how Disney had to step in and say you got to bring Grogu when they. Oh, season 3, they're going to be a part. Well, what?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, to me, I feel like that stuff was forced into Boba Fett and everything. It just, I feel like people that don't need to be tampering with stuff have tampered with some stuff along the way.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of a common thing. I feel like.
Yeah. You hire people to tell stories and stuff like that. Trusting them to tell the story. So.
I agree.
Too much instant gratification.
Yeah.
Now, you gotta let same thing. A lot of things that you can't long-term storytelling. Nobody's got the patience for it anymore.
You got to have enough patience for the long burn rather than the immediate spark. Yeah.
And that's always the best.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since we are in the space, we know like a lot about the Star Wars story. We're ingrained into that. What's just an out there I doubt they put this in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, but like it would be cool if we saw it or something like that, because we made several predictions while we were going through Andor and stuff.
Yeah.
So what's your this would be crazy to see in there, and I doubt they would ever do something like that.
Boy, that's a good question.
'Cause I don't know if I had anything that was that I
I'm
was
trying to think
thinking
of something that could, this is the time for, Luke, Han, and Leia and Chewie are all still around and stuff. I'm just trying to think how you would, the assassination, if you haven't, where Rada, hired somebody to try to assassinate Leia.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be neat to see Princess Leia in it. Han Solo would have ties to Jabba's too. I can think of things that wouldn't be, could happen that wouldn't be real surprising. Boba Fett could be in it.
Yeah.
Which that'd be cool. I don't know if you have any of the Ghost crew, if there's any reason for any of them to be in it.
You could have some. You could see Chopper. Because we'll see Zeb a bit, which that'll be cool to see him in action, actually. So
maybe. I don't know. I'm just feeling at the end somehow there's going to be something that ties Thrawn into it. That way, if they do the movie with I think Filoni's movie is supposed to be like the culmination of all this Mando verse stuff, is maybe there's something in there that brings Thrawn into it, and then that kind of ties those characters, Mandalorian into the big whatever final battle will be against.
That'd be my something with Thrawn at the end. That'd be kind of what I would say. Just like, okay, that's pretty.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other characters or what would make sense for them to.
Yeah, we're kind of in.
I'd like to see. I don't know. Is Cad Bane still alive?
Oh yeah. He comes back. He's the one that would be the assassin.
Yeah. Do they go to Navarro?
Oh.
With Carl Weathers gone now, are they going to stay away from Navarro now and have it? Whereas he lives there at the base.
Yeah.
At the New Republic base to kind of. I don't know. Is IG-11 going to be in it?
Oh, yeah.
Somehow.
Potentially.
I always throw out there when there's bounty hunter stuff involved, I want to see Bosk and...
Yeah, what happened to all the
IG-88 and Forlom and Zuckuss again.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a cameo or something, I'd like to...
It baffles me that they don't... We have a solid lexicon of bounty hunters. Why don't we see more of them? I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe you see the Hutt twins, maybe their palace, maybe there'll be some characters like that in Carbonite on their wall. This is what happened to those that failed me.
That'd be fun to see.
And then are they going to show how he got another Razor Crest, or is he just going to be in the Razor Quest?
I hope they would show
Part 2.
I would hope they'd show it. Be like all of a sudden, he's got this ship now.
Yeah.
Remember this guy? He got disintegrated back on that.
Is there going to be like a gift from somebody? Hey, we just. If they's going to end up having him back in that anyway, they shouldn't have just disintegrated the other one. They should have just had it get badly damaged. And just, hey, it's hard to get parts for these or whatever. And
then they just had it repaired later on and stuff.
Uh-huh.
It was cool to see the Naboo starfighter tripped out like that. But I think you've even mentioned it before. As a bounty hunter, why would you where are you going to store your cargo? Where are you going to put your?
That's how it felt about that. When they gave Cad Bane the one of those Magna Guard fighters, it's like, why does a bounty hunter have a single? Now, if that was his ship and it docked with a bigger ship,
then that would be that'd be different.
Maybe we'll see something where that Razor Crest, maybe there's an adaptation to it, and his N1 fighter
he could
attaches onto it. So
kind of like the Ghost with the Spectre. Was it it was the Spectre to the Ghost. Yes, the Spectre with the little one that attached to the Ghost. Yeah.
Maybe at the beginning of the movie, he's going to have that N1 parked someplace. And whoever Imperial he's going after, there's a blade blows out, and he'll be like Anakin in Attack of the Clones. Not again. So let's see. So we're in the time period where the classic heroes are still alive and stuff. Let me throw this out there to you, because I was always kind of against this in this time period. Is it time to recast Han, Luke, and Leia? If Aiden Aldrich showed up as Han Solo, I thought he did a good I thought he did a good Han. Is it okay to bring him in now and play? I mean, they recast Bail Organa. Is it?
I don't know. That's a hard question because, like, if you're telling stories around these time, like, I guess you have to address that at some point with any kind of movie using real people.
You know, like they mentioned Leia in Rebels and stuff like that. To me, you can only name drop them so many times, and then it's like you're dodging. You're using it as a dodge because you don't have them.
Yeah,
I
feel like you might adventure if we're stuck in this time, not stuck, but if we're telling stories in here, you have to bite that bullet.
If they're not going, and the only other way around it is if they, and I've mentioned this before, if they do a animated series like Clone Wars, and you have their stories featured in it, which I'd be all for that too. That'd be
for sure.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah,
but if they're going to have, especially if this is leading to some big battle with Thrawn and the galaxy's in jeopardy, those characters not being involved in it at all just seems so...
Yeah, they should be involved.
Yeah, it just seems weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I mean, what are you going to say? Well, we had our battle. We're on the sidelines on this. You know, we fought our war. We're on the side. No, they're not going to. They're not going to say. They're not going to stay back and watch it fall.
Yeah. So there has to. You have to address that at some point. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do it now, but I feel like that has to be. And you're going to get divided fans regardless. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be the wrong cast. It's going to be the wrong whatever.
Yeah.
But. Yeah. I mean, if you do your due diligence, I think you could make it work, but yeah.
Yeah, that goes back, I think I mentioned before, 7, 8, and 9 should have been Han, Luke, and Leia's story. Mm-hmm. You could have brought in some of the new characters where you could have Luke find Rey and had Poe and all them in it, and then had 10, 11, 12 be where you kind of handed it off to the next generation.
Pass the torch.
I feel like they brought the main 3 back and didn't do squat really with them, which was a major letdown. Now you got this big time period in between there, 30 years that you're playing with. You gotta do something with them.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't care if it's animated or what. And they seem like they was getting away from the deep fake stuff, but that's it's getting so good now. I'm not even as long as the original actors or their families are okay with it.
As long as it's consensual to do that, I'd say absolutely go for that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think we're okay with AI deepfaking James Earl Jones's voice, and as long as there's
I think they signed
consent to sign off on that.
And I think they did that. Yeah.
There's no harm, no foul. I think, as long as it's done honorably and stuff like that, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, so I'd be curious when they eventually, because you got to address it. If we're leading to a big galaxy-wide threat,
we just see their backs all the time.
Every shot
or they're wearing full helmets for some reason.
This is this new battle armor that everyone has to wear. We're putting everyone. This battle's taking place on this toxic planet, and everyone has to wear these sealed suits and stuff. You can only tell who it is by the name on their back.
I mean, we got rumors of Admiral Akbar in Ahsoka season 2, so...
Oh, yeah? I haven't heard those rumors.
Oh, yeah. Supposedly there's going to be a confrontation like between fleets, between Akbar and Thrawn.
Oh, wow.
Is the rumor. Or
That'd be crazy to see.
I don't think I've seen that debunked, but I've seen that rumor around there.
That'd be really crazy to see. Wow. Yeah. Do them a bit more justice than getting blown up in that bridge. And
what
Well, let's see. Mandalorian and Grogu movie, that's slated for May of next year.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting. What else? What other projects we got coming up? We had
that picture still from the Starfighter movie.
Still kind of leaving a lot of open interpretation on what even what kind of movie we're getting out of
Well,
that.
it's obvious Anakin didn't like sand. It's obvious this boy isn't going to like water. There's water everywhere. Yeah, I'm hearing crazy rumors on that too. That there's 2 survivors from the Sith Eternal in it, and they're out, and that boy's like force sensitive, and they're after him, and his uncle's trying to get him to safety. Now you see where you hear Amy. I'm terrible with new actors. Where they casted that Amy Adams, is it?
I think so.
And rumor is she's Mara Jade.
Oh, really?
And that young boy is Luke's son, and that Luke sent Mara, and when he disappeared, he sent them off to like protect them, put them in hiding, and that somehow the Sith Eternal guys found out that was Luke's son, so they're after him. So she's going to send him to Rey to have Rey. So that's some of the crazy, when these movies first you start hearing all these, that's some of the crazy rumors I'm hearing.
Wow.
About that. So
that would be what that'd be like a complete 180 from where we're going right now. Holy cow!
So I don't.
What a crazy rumor for that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be insane if that's what it was? And they put all of that in a movie just titled Starfighter.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
I've seen his movies. I like him. So like I'm very curious to see what it's about, but I kind of we got a basic loose interpretation of the plot that's been given out to just kind of like tease it.
Yeah.
And then like just seeing the still, it's like it's a big nothing burger. I don't know what I'm doing with it.
Yeah. And it's like I don't like the title either. Just sequel hyperdrive. It's like, I don't. Now I will say I'm still not crazy about the Mandalorian and Grogu title.
Yeah.
But how they did the poster and the title.
Yeah.
The font and everything too.
Like the logo,
where it kind of looks like Indiana Jones and kind of throws back to old adventure movie kind of the poster and everything. Yeah. That's neat. I think they did a neat job with that. I will give them that, but I don't.
Starfighter.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
And then there's gonna be Star Wars Bantha Poodoo. It's like what's I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know where. Yeah, it'll be interesting. That's going to be another one of those. You have no idea. It's different time period. It's at post Rise of Skywalker, so it's going to be. As long as it's good, I mean, surprise me with it. I don't have no expectations for it. Don't even know where it could go. As long as there's no more stormtroopers, I need a new enemy or something.
Yeah, new atmosphere, new stuff. Yeah.
Be done with the stormtrooper, clone trooper thing.
Heck, put it in the Old Republic even. Like, I'd be fine with that. I mean, I know there's kind of, if that's where it would take place, I know there's kind of like, that similarities in the Old Republic storytelling and stuff, but like, at least it'd be different. And like, that's already established canon in there and untouched territory for any kind of like movie or show media. So like, if that's what it was, that'd be cool, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm done. I like stormtroopers. I'm done with stormtroopers.
Yeah, we need a
new enemy.
Stop rehashing the same.
I mean, heck, just have them be against pirates or something like that. Just to kind of like. Yeah. Or
an army or something from this other galaxy where it's just some kind of aliens or something. I know they like doing the. Part of the reason they do the stormtroopers and clone troopers, then you had the battle droids. They don't like for movies, since they're geared to kids. I don't think they like the enemies having human feet. You know what I mean. Make it look like where they're killing people. Even though they are. You don't see it in the movies, really where they're, you got Imperial officers that don't have, but the main guys that are getting shot up are always a droid or got a helmet on or something.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's more than likely probably why they lean into that, but
Oh, great. That means the new enemy going forward is going to be a hybrid stormtrooper battle droid kind of.
Well, we got those the dark troopers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
The
Yeah.
cyborg dark troopers
Yeah.
are. Yeah. Well, actually, we've already seen them in the Mandalorian and stuff, so we just bring those guys back. Which those guys, admittedly, were pretty cool. Like they still are cool. I like them. I think they're cool. Yeah. I think they did good, kind of taking that Legends thing and putting that in there.
Yeah, I think so too. Nothing new on the Darth Maul animated series.
I haven't heard anything new about that one either. Very
other than maybe that Darth Talon's in it. Maybe
I think that was the only thing that I heard about that.
Maybe they made her canon as his apprentice. I see people like, oh, now we can have him fight Darth Vader. I don't know if I want to see that.
No, I don't.
I don't see any logical reason why that would happen.
Yeah, well, even in that, because they're talking about that because of that one comic that they fought. That wasn't even actually Darth Maul, was it? Wasn't that some kind of wasn't that kind of like not even a figment, like a made up like force, or maybe some kind of like force ghost kind of thing that he fought? I can't remember. Yeah. I can't, because I don't think that was actually legitimately Darth Maul.
I don't know.
Or maybe that was a what if story. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't. That seems unnecessary. I feel like a lot of Maul's character was like he was a big bad for a while, and now he just kind of faded into the background, and you could see how much his influence took over what was going on behind the scenes to what the main galaxy was focused on. You know, the crime syndicate and the underworld and stuff like that. That was his.
Don't they have to address why he's still out there doing that? Why would Palpatine let him? Is he keeping him like as okay? If this Vader thing don't work out, I still got him. I could always maybe
like a backup,
maybe bring back or something. Or maybe Vader, Palpatine's just fine with him causing chaos in the underworld like that as a distraction for.
Could be
everything else going on. Maybe
could be.
Just hope we don't. I like these characters, but it seems like I hope the Bad Batch isn't in it. I hope there's not like Rex and everybody in. I hope Ahsoka's not. Eventually, have these people go away from each other for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes the galaxy so small if they keep bumping into each other all the time. But let's introduce now. If Underworld stuff have Lando in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Depending on where it's at in the timeline, Han.
Yeah.
And then there's some Beckett. Let's see, Dryden Voss. Let's expand on some of those.
Yeah.
Kira.
We already have them established. Let's see more stuff for them.
Let's see how maybe Kira came to work for
that'd be
Crimson
cool.
Dawn, because we know that something happened there and she ended up with them. So yeah, there's some characters from there. Rio, I liked little Rio.
Yeah, I like Rio.
And yes, there's characters from that Solo movie they could bring back. That'd be in animated form. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing more of them.
Yeah, no, there's stuff they can work with. I'm just curious what they're going to actually like, what story they're going to tell with it.
Yeah.
So they got plenty of gap to kind of fill in, for sure. And like, then the next time we saw Maul was in Rebels.
Yeah, and he ended up on Malachor somehow.
Yeah, and he was like not gang tied, underworld tied at all.
Yeah, he was just kind of like that part was done. Yeah, so I mean that can be the end of the series, however long they go with it. How he ended up there.
Yeah, so they got plenty of room to work with. Just be curious to see how it, what they tell, I guess.
Yeah. Suppose maybe Asajj will be on it.
Oh, we could see her, I guess.
I mean, if she's working as a bounty hunter and stuff, is she gonna?
We could see her come through, I suppose. I don't know. That'd be an interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they. I'd like to see him get his ship back.
Oh yeah.
Because did they ever say what ended up happening in that ship after he died? I'm assuming the Republic confiscated the Jedi and the Republic confiscated it probably
yeah.
on Naboo.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool to see him get, because I liked his ship. I thought he had a pretty cool ship.
I'd like to see like the interior,
Yeah, because we've never
explored.
Seen, like,
Other than like comics and stuff.
Yeah,
it'd be neat to see that explored a little bit.
That'd be cool. We could even get like some flashbacks for like when he was being trained by Palpatine. That'd be kind of cool to see too. If they wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah,
that'd be some cool stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They could go a lot of ways with it.
Maybe they have if they're not ever going to do anything more in live action, maybe they show. I know it's been told before, and them stories aren't canon anymore. They show Darth Sidious training Darth Maul, taking him as apprentice. Maybe Darth Maul's, does that work if the Darth Maul's the one that eliminates the stranger? I mean, that was 100 years before Phantom Menace, right?
Yeah.
So depending, I mean, he'd be, if he's like human, he would be pretty old by then, but.
Yeah. That,
Yeah, I guess he'd be awful old.
He'd be really old, I think.
I just want. I really liked him as a character. I'd like to see some more of his story told.
Of the stranger
and see Plagueis. So that's why I wouldn't mind if they did a one season called Plagueis or something like that, or the Dark Side or something like that, and then you can continue his story. Because he was. It's too bad he was attached to something that didn't do very well, because I did really like him a lot.
Yeah.
I thought he played it really well, and I liked the concept of the character and everything.
Yeah. Tales of the Dark Side or something. I don't know.
Darth's everywhere. Do we think in this Mandalorian movie or any of these, if Filoni's movie happens and all that stuff, do we see any of the skeleton crew people again?
I don't know. It kind of. I mean, they left it open to where we could see them again, like that there was another part of that story to be told. So I mean, I guess we could see. I don't think I'd be opposed to seeing them again, but I don't think I want them making like them being like a main part to the movie. I would say, especially not while they're still kids. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind. There's kid Padme was a queen at a young age.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Would it be neat if because of the part they played in at Atten's being discovered and all that?
Yeah.
What if there's one of the movies there's a cameo of like a bunch of senators, and they were like juvenile senators from, and you just think, oh hey, that's the kids.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then I wonder if they'll do anything with Jod.
Yeah, touch up on him, because was he captured or did he escape? He was captured. He was captured. So yeah, they could follow up on him. So yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing something like that.
Yeah. If it's done right.
Yeah, because I like the skeleton crew. I thought they'd.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah. I wasn't too sure about that, but how they ended up doing it worked out pretty good. So
yeah. Now on Ahsoka season 2, did I hear a rumor that Starkiller was going to be in it at some point? Did that get debunked?
Yeah, I think that's debunked. Yeah, I think that was in it. It seems like the big thing that rumors that keep coming back is those Mortis gods are in it.
Yeah, I keep seeing stuff about them.
And that Obi-Wan's, there's flashbacks of Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka. Then every once in a while you hear it thrown out there, well, they got Natalie Portman and Padme's going to be in it too, and flashbacks and stuff like that. So I still would like to do a live action Clone Wars movie or a 8 episode Disney Plus series over a certain battle or something like that.
Yeah,
since they're all of age, you could still do it. And I know Samuel L. Jackson said would like to play Mace Windu again.
Yeah,
I mean, there's your opening to do some of this stuff and make it make sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
But so I don't. There's got to be a lot that happens in that. If that second season of Ahsoka is only going to be 8 episodes, that's going to have to almost be pedal to the floor.
I would say so.
From the first episode.
From the get-go, yeah.
Yeah. Especially then, I'll have to leave it into some kind of cliffhanger or something to lead into that Filoni movie.
Yeah, 100%. So definitely curious about it. But I would hope we hear more about it since the filming's finishing up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, some of that stuff works really good in the animation. If you're curious how those Mortis gods look, and that is one. Guess I need more that fleshed out more. Mm-hmm. Even when we saw it in the Clone Wars, it just seemed
it's kind of an out there concept.
Kind of odd to me. I never envisioned the Force, as like beings, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That needs explored a little bit more for me, I guess.
A little bit more fleshed out.
And then here's the thing: if they're still alive and they're out there and something happens with them, then you got another threat, don't you? I mean, there's the balance, unless because the son killed the daughter, right?
Yeah, if I remember right, the son
Did he kill the dad? Did he kill the dad too? Didn't he?
They all got killed somehow.
Well, I thought he escaped and was trying to get out to the galaxy. The son was trying to. Gosh, I need to rewatch that arc.
I think
but I feel like. So I felt like you remember they was trying to prevent the son from leaving. Did he get away? Why do I feel like he got away?
I don't think so.
Did he get trapped? Okay.
I think he got trapped. Okay. I'm gonna have to watch that again. Because I don't think so. Because I thought they all died. I thought they all got killed.
I haven't watched that arc in a long time. So does that mean if they're there? Does that mean Peridia is where they
dwell then?
Yeah.
I don't know, because then I think I've seen so many rumors that like they're in this story they're kind of like leaning towards now Anakin's gonna take the role of like as the father and take that mantle and stuff, but if he hasn't already, you know what I mean? Because if they're all dead, then maybe there was already that gap to fill. I don't know.
Well, wouldn't the Force have to decide who the
I don't.
What is it? Boy, I hope there's a lot of stuff that needs to be figured out in Ahsoka too, and I hope there isn't so much stuff they just. Sometimes you can have too much stuff. You can have your plate too full.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then it just doesn't work out. I don't. And then at some point, Filoni will want to be the one to do it. You have to have Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Something happened to Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And Rex and all, some of these characters, eventually you got to start. And Mandalorian, you got to. Mm-hmm. I got the whole Mandalorian and Grogu arc written out in my head. But they will never have the guts to do it. But
what's your end goal?
I still think you have the Mandalorian get killed and have that lead to Grogu turning to the dark side. And then you do movies in the future, because we've seen Grogu growing up, where everybody's like, "Oh, I love him, I love him, I love him." And you do movies set in the future, where there's an evil, and Grogu gets revealed, and you're like, "Oh, Grogu's here. He's going to save the," and it turns out he's the evil guy. He's the evil one.
There's no.
But how much? But that would be a Luke, I'm your father moment, because everybody would be like, oh, it's Grogu, look, it's Grogu. Is that Grogu? Is that Grogu? And then have it be him, and then have you think where he's saving the day, but then whoever like one of the heroes is, he takes him, and it turns out that and then you trace back that, something happened with the Mandalorian, maybe even one of the these Jedi that are still around, maybe he blames the Jedi for him falling, and that leads him down to the. I mean, that would be a swerve.
Yeah,
I mean,
good swerve.
Because then you kind of have his tragedy too. Oh, we saw him when he was little, and all this happened to him and stuff, and so they don't have the guts to do it.
I don't think they will.
I will write it for. I have it all. I have it all written out in my head on how I would do it. I will grab some action figures. I will reenact it for you, and I will
show
just
you how lay it out in front of you to make it happen. Yeah, That'd be a swerve. That'd be a wicked swerve. We've already said plenty of times we'd go in the writing room. We'll take the blame for it, but I think it'd be a good product to deliver.
You see in that trailer, Sigourney Weaver's character didn't let him have those cookies. That is the start of him.
That's when it's a snowball.
He's like, I can just take cookies if I want cookies, and nobody can stop me.
That's when they
come to the dark side. We got cookies.
It all ties together.
It's poetry.
It's poetry. That's awesome. Yeah, and then when he's revealed, he's just the hood comes down. He's just snacking on a cookie after he killed one of the heroes.
He'd be like, he's eating a cookie, and he'll be like, it's not a cookie, it's a fat-free Newton. I am Darth Grogu, and this is my ancient apprentice, Darth Binks.
You son in big trouble now.
Darth Jar Jar's kind of like a mix of Darth Vader and General Grievous. He's got like four robotic ears.
They spin.
They spin. Yeah, they got little lightsaber earrings attached to them.
Speaking of Gungans and stuff, do you remember, and you mentioned the Force Unleashed, do you remember that one mini boss that you had to fight in the Force Unleashed games that was a Gungan and he was like part cyborg?
Oh, wasn't that on Cloud City?
Yeah. I recently rediscovered it. I was like, that was such a cool character. I don't
remember his name was either.
Yeah. But he was so cool because didn't he had like this big robot that he had that attacked Cloud City or something like that?
There was some cool things in the Force Unleashed.
Yeah, that was fun. Those were fun games.
Oh my goodness! What was the little dude on the jump planet
on Raxus Prime?
Yeah.
What was his name?
The Jedi in the comic. That's that character, Su Choi, I think.
Yeah, that was in the Purge series.
And then you had the one with his family and the Phantom Menace during the pod racing thing.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I don't remember. Was it Paratus?
Paratus? Something Paratus, wasn't it? Yeah.
I can't think of the first part, I think
you're right now.
And he had like that exoskeleton thing. Yeah. That was a fun game.
That was a fun game.
That was a really fun game.
That would have been the elements of that would have been neat to bring in the live action. Starkiller was so powerful, though. I don't know how you.
That'd have to be like a one-off, like What If Tale series or something like that.
Or you would have had to tone his powers down.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Yeah, it's too bad that third game never got made.
Yeah, such a cliffhanger on the second one. Yeah.
In the Jango Fett game.
Oh, I love the
Bounty Hunter game would have been a good to adapt. See, they always Star Wars doesn't have this history of stuff that you can draw from, like the comic Marvel and stuff.
So much.
That Jango Fett, you could have.
Oh my goodness.
For the most part, you could have adapted that Bounty Hunter game.
One for one,
pretty much, and made either a movie or an 8-episode series of that.
Yeah.
And that would have been awesome.
Yeah, I would have loved that.
Yeah, that would have been cool. And then, even though it was already done as a video game, seeing it in live action would have been cool.
Yeah.
And it would have, gave some backstory to Attack of the Clones and all that stuff.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been.
Because, there's plenty of people out there that just know Star Wars for just, like, the movies and TV shows. They never played any of the games.
Right,
There's plenty of good stuff in the games.
And then the people that did play it would have been like, this is cool. Get to see this on.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not doing anything more with Jango Fett. Since you got Tamora, is too bad.
Yeah, no, I agree. I desperately want them to do something with that.
And they got to do more with Boba Fett too.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just if they ever were to make a one-on-one of like the Bounty Hunter games or tell that story again, don't model how I used to play the game as a kid. Because when I would find my bounties to capture in the game, that was a big part of the game, I would usually rope them with the elastic rope and set them on fire.
Yeah, if you adapt Dakota's gameplay into a movie, it's going to be rated R with a lot of violence. He would tie up the droids and push them off stuff and beat them. Didn't you used to punch? You'd tie up the droids.
It was so funny because like one of the animations for it is if you snuck behind like a droid or like a character and you go to punch him, he just karate chop them and then they flip out and like ragdoll, and it was so funny. It was so funny.
What was the pink Toydarian's Roz? Roz?
Roz. Yeah. She was cool too.
That
was a good game.
That was a good game. What do you think? The next trailer for Mandalorian Grogu Super Bowl probably?
I can see that.
Or around Christmas maybe. Maybe they do it for at Christmas to try to
get like some,
especially if they release like some early Grogu merch and stuff like that to try to get the Christmas sales out of it.
I'd say if we don't see it at the Super Bowl, we'd probably see it at Christmas time. I could about guarantee that.
And then Mandalorian animated show is that next fall? It's got to be coming pretty quick, doesn't it? Because then in 27 you got the Starfighter, and then it's that's going to be a busy May because they said they're re-releasing A New Hope in the theaters for the 50th anniversary.
Wow, that's crazy.
Especially when I saw it during the first release in the theater. But if you release that and then Starfighter in May, both, that's...
Yeah.
Boy, does that... you're releasing that because it's the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
But then you release that Starfighter in May. Does that lend some credence to the rumor that kid is Luke's son because here's how his dad's journey started it off. Here's where the son's journey starts off.
Crazy. That'd just be so crazy to do something like that. I don't know.
Let's think about this for a real quick second before does that with what the Last Jedi did and all that? Does that even damage Luke's legacy even more that he dumped his wife and kid off someplace for?
Yeah,
it depended on how they.
He had to go into hiding to protect him.
Depend on how they handle it. But does that make him like? Not only did you quit on the galaxy, you're a deadbeat dad and a terrible husband.
Oh goodness. Yeah, that's
But does it then to me it takes away the whole Rey taking the Skywalker name when there's already another Skywalker. So does she like renounce that? Well, since you're I still think if they's going to do future stories with Rey and stuff, you should have had her take the Palpatine name and just think of the conflict in the galaxy. Wait, what? The new leader of the Jedi Order is the descendant of the guy that put the galaxy into chaos?
Yeah.
That would have been a whole lot better story.
I agree.
Yeah. And I would like to see, because the galaxy finds out Vader was Leia's father and the repercussions she had to deal. I'd like to see that. I've read it and stuff. That's stuff I'd like to see.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see. I don't know. Lots of curious stuff to see in the upcoming stuff and the upcoming releases and stuff.
Yeah. So then we'll have, like I said, he won't like water. Anakin didn't like sand.
Yeah, I guess someone in for fire.
Well,
I guess
Anakin shouldn't like fire either. Anakin has to. No wonder he turned to the dark side. He hates everything.
Well, that's going to wrap things up for today's episode. If you liked it, be sure to show us by liking down below, and feel free to leave a comment while you're down there. And to stay up to date on all things Scruffy related, be sure to follow us on Spotify as well as Instagram. And until next time,
may the Force be with you.